Why does being skinny fat feel so impossible for young lads to fix? Most young lads fall into the same pattern. They want to look leaner, so they enter a cutting phase. They eat less, but they're not nailing nutrition. They get depleted, can't sustain it, and rebound. End result, they're not bigger because they didn't nail nutrition to hold on to lean mass while cutting. And they're not leaner because they bounce back and put it all on again. So they're right back where they started. If I'm talking about you, you might think I'll suggest a different approach. Bulk, then cut, reverse dieting, or main gaining. Some of those may be great approaches, but if you can't stick to a cutting phase, what makes you think you can stick to another one? The problem was never what phase you picked. The problem was that you picked a phase, and a phase is something that will end. So where should you go from here? This isn't exciting advice, but build consistent habits. Now you know that you can be consistent for a few weeks, but then it all falls apart. So stop trying to commit to a rigid phase and commit to building a lifestyle. If adherence has been an issue in the past, don't set the same standards as a professional bodybuilder. Start with training 3 days a week. Now it might sound low, but if 6 days a week and a strict diet plan didn't work before, committing to something more rigid than that certainly isn't the answer. Focus on showing up to the gym consistently. Focus on hitting your protein goal consistently. Focus on improving your sleep consistently. This small amount compounded over 3 months will completely outperform 2 weeks of hard dieting and training yourself into the ground. Once you've built up a few months of consistency, you'll have the momentum and habits of somebody who can actually stick to a 5 or 6 day training week and commit to a serious bulk or cutting phase. A lot of lads have come to me with this exact issue, and they're the ones who respond best to having some accountability. If getting in shape is something that's actually important to you, consider having somebody in your corner rather than doing it completely alone.